I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, King Philip, and welcome to this week's edition of Wake Up Warriors. President Trump has asked Americans to remain calm and put Vice President Pence in charge of America's coronavirus response, insisting the country is very ready to tackle the deadly disease even if it starts to spread more widely in the U.S. The World Health Organization chief said the world has reached a decisive point in the battle against the virus. The most important thing we can do at this point is to stay informed and educated on the matter, and to help with that, here's KPTV correspondent Lynn Duffy with our report.
Although the coronavirus has not widely affected the U.S., it has officially entered the country. Originating in Wuhan, China, the infamous coronavirus, or COVID-19, has spread to over 50 countries globally.
What I've learned so far about this virus, it could be similar to a common cold and go all the way up to a severe acute respiratory syndrome. Right now, as of yet, there's no vaccine. Prevention, just like the common cold, just like the flu, good hand washing. Use either soapy hands or use hand sanitizer with alcohol. You want to cover your nose and mouth when you're coughing or sneezing, because as the virus can be spread by droplets in the air. So anybody around you who's coughing, sneezing, make sure you don't come within 3 feet of them. According to what we're hearing on the news, I think it's going to be a threat because we don't have any immunizations against it yet. I don't want to see anybody coughing outright. Cough into your sleeve, right, like this, and use a Kleenex. And when you use a Kleenex, throw it away and wash your hands right afterwards.
Biggest thing is it's affecting our economy and stuff like that, which it dropped the stock market 1,300 points in one day, which is the biggest since the Great Depression. It's pretty bad, and if that keeps happening, it's just going to cause people who have jobs to lose their jobs, which then can cause more issues when they're not getting treated properly with their health care. And if that happens, that could where it becomes a pandemic, and it won't officially become a pandemic until there's not enough space within hospitals for people to be treated, which at this time, it looks like the government is taking preparations to set up more satellite facilities, but it's definitely going to be a big gamble on making sure we are prepared for it because it's inevitable. Like all things, it will eventually get in our country even if we closed off our borders.
While the virus continues to spread, the best thing to do is to simply stay aware and educated about the spread and the prevention of the disease. This is Lynn Duffy for KPTV.
Greta Thunberg, the Swedish teen who is widely recognized for her work as a climate change activist, may have a rivalry on her hands. A teenager from Germany is gaining attention for challenging Greta's message.
My name is Greta Thunberg. I am 16 years old. I come from Sweden, and I want you to panic.
Naomi Seidt, a 19-year-old girl from Germany, is emerging as the anti-Greta for her role as Greta Thunberg's climate change skeptic. Although Greta is widely known around the world for her mission to raise awareness about climate change, Naomi wants to be recognized for debunking all the scientific theories she has promoted. Naomi says she recognizes that the Earth is being warmed by greenhouse gas emissions, but that it is not caused by human activity, as scientists have suggested. She's even called climate consciousness, quote, a despicable anti-human ideology. Seidt is known to be associated with the Heartland Institute, an influential conservative and libertarian organization. Heartland headlined Naomi in the UN Climate Conference in Madrid in December, and then officially hired her as the young face of their campaign, which is on a mission to question the scientific consensus that human activity is causing the dangerous global warming. Interestingly, the Heartland Institute is backed in part by President Donald Trump's administration. They were given the opportunity to present Trump with their climate realism project, and since then, Trump has become intrigued with Seidt's efforts and continues to refer to Heartland for his scientific facts and data. Seidt says her fight against climate alarmism began in 2019 after Thunberg's activism won her the Time Magazine Person of the Year award. President Trump openly mocked this appointment on social media, saying Greta needs to, quote, work on her anger management problems. Naomi says she will continue to fight against Greta's message as long as people will continue to believe it.
I don't want you to panic. I want you to think.
When you think about dancing the tango and the swing, does Coach Lee come to mind? Of course he does. He has taught many of us how to strut our stuff, but now he's got a thing or two to learn. He has accepted the challenge to participate in this year's Dancing with the Runtham Stars event, and his efforts will raise money for KP Athletics. We talked to Coach Lee to see how his transformation from coach to dancer is going so far.
In your mind, you think, you can dance, but I can't dance. I just kind of jump around and do those kind of things, those 90s dance moves that we learned back in the day. And all of a sudden, I'm dancing with somebody I don't know. The first couple times are really awkward. And it's like, let's see what you can do. And I'm like, I can't really do anything. I can do the basic cha-cha and the swing that I teach in dance class. And then I found out I'm actually doing those all wrong. So sorry to all my students that I've taught incorrectly. But yeah, it's each week it gets a little better. It gets more fun. And as we get to know each other, it becomes less awkward and things like that. But it's definitely a reminder of how many things I can no longer do that I thought I used to be able to do. Tomorrow we're having a big fundraiser here at KP in the field house. It's a cornhole event, and it would be great to see a lot of kids come out for that. I think it's a great way to give back. All the money's coming back to all the sports programs right here. You get a buddy or two, and you guys come out and you play cornhole, and all that money's coming. They'll be playing music. They have food. It's a good time. They have a professional company come in, so I'd love to see everybody out there. I'll be playing in it, and look forward to beating all of you one-on-one. So,
Coach, we think it's awesome that you have accepted this challenge on behalf of our athletes, and can't wait to watch you light it up. The event is taking place just 3 weeks from today at Lake Pearl, and is already sold out. Stay tuned as we will bring you an update on Coach Lee's transformation into a dancing Runtham star, along with other fundraising opportunities to support this tremendous community effort. Have a great weekend, KP.